If you're planning on visiting Thailand or just wondering more about the country, here are 12 things you didn't know about Thailand. They sell SIM cards all over the airport, and you're definitely going to need one. Tourism has become a huge part of the economy for Thailand, and getting a SIM card is no new business to the airport. You'll find tons of kiosks available offering SIM cards at different rates. Make sure you guys shop around before picking the first one. I bought one that was good for a week, and it cost around $30. Another thing to note is that if you're planning on visiting some islands or discrete locations, it's important to take bar cash because most places might not take credit cards or debit cards. The currency exchange to USD is very great, but don't be worried when someone tells you something costs 1,000 baht. It's not really that expensive. The third thing to note is that there are tourists from all locations. There's a lot of people that I met there from Russia, and overall, it's a huge tourist attraction. So know that tourism is everywhere in the country. The locals are extremely used to tourists, so don't be surprised when you see so many things accustomed for you. For example, while I was on a boat tour, I got a picture taken and printed out in the next 5 minutes. Not only was it in a custom frame, but they printed out photos for everybody else that was on the tour with me, and overall I just thought it was something worth mentioning. Speaking about a boat tour, the fourth thing is that you have to take a boat tour. A boat tour will show you some of the most beautiful islands available in Thailand. You can find some ticket prices for cheap, but you do have to plan ahead. If you do manage to get on one of the boats, I suggest that you sit right in the front. You'll have one of the best views, and you'll have more privacy than if you were actually sitting inside the boat. Don't be nervous about the captain's driving. I did have a boat scare during my boat tour because at the end when we were going home, we had to stop because something got caught on the propeller and water was starting to leak into the boat. So we got nervous, but overall we got the problem fixed and we got home safe. The boat tour company I took was named Andaman Surprise. We went to Phi Phi Island and we rode from Phuket Island. Actually, it's pronounced Phuket Island because one of my friends that's a local there actually corrected my grammar. Be careful when going out in Phuket because there is a lot of adultery activities to where even some locations ban locals from Thailand from going into, which is very interesting and something I didn't know. Going with a group of friends and being safe and having a buddy system is also suggested, but it's a pretty safe place. I didn't really run into any issues while I was there. The sixth thing is that some places have no toilet paper. While I was on an island during the boat tour, there was no toilet paper in one of the bathrooms and they charged for toilet paper outside of the bathroom and it felt like a scam. The bathroom was super unhygienic, but they did have these hoses with water. It was hot, humid, and stinky in the bathroom, so you can imagine how it went. Not every bathroom is like that. A lot of them are normal, but there was just a couple that really got my eye. Even the bathrooms at the mall were really nice and high-tech. The seventh thing is that there are mopeds everywhere, and a lot of people use them as taxis. There's an app that you can download from the App Store for Thailand to ride and request a moped taxi. If you're taking the risk of driving, watch out for the moped drivers because they show up in droves, and they usually have the right of way. You can definitely expect to pull up at a red light and be cut off by 50 mopeds. I'm not exaggerating. Take the normal cab taxi. Speaking of traffic, the eighth thing is that traffic drives on the left and driver seats are on the right inside the car. This means that when you pull over on the side of the road, sometimes if you're the passenger, you have to get out in the middle of traffic to get out to the sidewalk. It can be very dangerous, so be very careful when you're sitting next to the driver to get out in Thailand, especially in the downtown Bangkok area with mopeds driving everywhere at the speed of light. Number 9 is that Western influence is everywhere, and I had no idea. Western media and Western companies are very present in Bangkok. You'll definitely find a McDonald's. If you go to the mall, you'll actually find some stores that you might see in the US too. A lot of stuff is translated for you guys in English, and therefore sometimes you won't even really need a tour guide. It's really interesting to see that a lot of the Western influence has reached as far as Bangkok, especially in terms of actual physical business locations. This also includes cartoons on television, which it was just crazy to me. Moving on to number 10. If you guys are going to the beach, you'll definitely find stray dogs everywhere. In one of the beaches I went to at Phuket, there was at least 15 stray dogs running around on the beach. You'll also see them in the streets and all over the sidewalks. The different breeds of stray dogs were very unique, and I was just baffled by the fact that they were everywhere. Number 11 is actually controversial. You can ride elephants and bathe with them. I rode some elephants when I went to Phuket, and I honestly had a lot of fun. The elephants seemed that they were very well taken care of, and they seemed happy. We got to feed the elephants, and although they were used for a tourist attraction, I felt like the alternative was death. So I am actually very happy that I got to ride an elephant. I know that people might have different points of views for using the animals for entertainment, but the alternative is not so nice. I did feel like I was supporting the economy and petting the elephant, and it was actually a lot of fun. It cost right around $25 to $30 US to ride an elephant for about an hour and feed it small bananas. This also included our guide taking photos. The final thing about Thailand that you definitely need to watch out for is that you can get food poisoning very easily. From street food selling chicken bone to fried scorpions, you name it. The seafood in Thailand is very crazy. I ate a raw oyster and I got food poisoning, and it was the worst next 3 days of my life. Let's just say that me and the toilet became best friends, but I was also vomiting in the sink. It actually took about a day or two for the food poisoning to kick in after I ate the oyster, but my body never completely digested it. You're gonna need a lot of rest, and you could potentially ruin your trip, but I still had fun and I didn't really care, because I still got to experience a lot of things with my friends. Make sure your food is cooked, avoid raw foods, that's the lesson, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, don't forget to smash that like button, comment your favorite thing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe. This video is also meant to be a vlog, but I'll just include some extra clips at the end if you want to see them.